Hi guys, today I am talking about emotional triggers. Now, emotional triggers are intense emotional responses to a current events which are based on prior experience that hasn't been resolved. So, for example, in our relationships or in our day to day lives, if we find ourselves very triggered by something someone says or something someone does, and our reaction is very intense, we experience a really visceral internal reaction to something that's relatively benign, then that's an indication that it's a trigger. And oftentimes these are so deeply buried inside us that we're not even aware of the fact that they're a trigger. We feel that our response is warranted, that it's justified. So we can spend a lifetime running from the fact that we are in fact triggering. But if you take a step back, if you are able to look at your life objectively, if you are able to assess things and find that the common denominator is always you in the patterns of your life, because as I said, we tend to repeat the same thing again and again until we actually do the healing work. So once you bring a lot of your actions into into awareness, you will see that oftentimes you have an important role to play in your difficulties or in where your life goes wrong. And this can be a difficult one to sit with initially, but ultimately we can only take ownership of ourselves. We can't change anybody else. And if people are constantly having this huge impact of us, if we're constantly feeling emotionally reactive, it's up to us to fix it. That being said, it's not an easy task. First of all, you have to, as I said, take a step back and create an awareness of the things that trigger you. You then, with the help of a therapist or somebody who knows what they are doing, you work through the past experience that is causing this emotional response, and this can be a lengthy process because oftentimes it means unearthing things that you have ran from your entire life. But the good news is, once you start letting the feelings come up, they don't last very long. I mean, ultimately we can have spent a lifetime running from 30 seconds of discomfort. So the thing is, it's such a worthwhile process. Once we have healed the emotions that were repressed, we can then put the skills and the techniques in place to learn new ways of reacting in the world, or of interacting with the world, that are healthier and that make us feel stronger, more secure in our relationships. And again, this takes time. I mean, you're constantly challenging habits that have been hardwired. However, with practice and attention and intention, you will get there. If this is something that you would like to work on, if you feel that you are creating patterns that you seem to have no control of, if you would like more autonomy over your life, over your relationships, then get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie. You can also catch me on my Instagram or Facebook page. Both of those are called Fundamentals. And I do a regular podcast with Neil O'Brien. It's called Touchy and Feely. It's on iTunes and Spotify. Go check it out. Like, share, subscribe, and let us know what you think. I also post all of these videos onto my YouTube channel. It's called Fiona Feely. You'll get loads of content there on any mental health issue and how to find a life of purpose and fulfillment. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any topic that you'd like to see covered, and I'll talk to you again soon.